Hello and welcome back to the channel you have landed on, which is that of the Ebb Fats, a Championship Manager 0102 channel, talking about the game itself, tips, hints, challenges, all sorts going on as we continue to keep the game alive. A good 20 years we've been playing this game and it still gives us new stuff almost every day. Today we'll be talking about this particular page that we're looking at here, and that is the manager page. Before we get into it though, please do like this video, subscribe to the channel for more, share with people you think may be interested, and comment on those videos and let me know what you would like to see me making videos on. So this particular channel you've all seen before, but it may well look a little different than normal. Using a patch, you are now able to view your own manager profile. So this patch is available either through a patcher called Nix Patcher or through the starter kit, which both are available from the Championship Manager 0102 forums. The website for that is www.champman0102.net. That will give you access to download either of those two tools, either the patcher or the starter kit, and that will allow you to see your manager stats, but also give you a lot more other things available also, which we talked about in previous videos, such as data updates, uncapped attributes, lots and lots and lots available. But today, as I say, we'll be talking about your manager profile screen. So when you normally go to this page, you can click on history, which is the bit we are on now, but the first of those tabs, profile, is normally greyed out and you can't click on it. With this patch you now can, and here we are. This is me, so I have taken over. This is the first day of a save if you load England as Newcastle manager. One thing that they haven't been able to change yet is date of birth. So you always start as a 35-year-old person and your date of birth is New Year's Day 1966. That's not too much of an issue. Random things are your preferred formation. These load differently each time. So it could be 4-2-4, could be 4-4-2, could be 4-1-3-2. Any of the default tactics that are available may well load. And sometimes a defensive style of play, a fitness style of play, attacking style of play, that is also random. But looking at the attributes that you have, they are not fixed, so they may well change over the course of your save, which is great. Previously with the game, there was a bit of an issue with current ability and potential ability of a manager when they were created in the game, and they didn't progress as you progressed in your career in the save. These attributes now do. So we're going to run through them just quickly. They all pretty much make sense, but I'll tell you what they all mean. So adaptability, I have on this occasion started with a figure of 9. That will allow me to cope better if I move abroad. To manage, coaching goalkeepers and coaching outfield players, both very self-explanatory. So if I were to work on a training routine in the training section, if I only did them for outfield players, that number would rise and the coaching goalkeepers may drop or stay the same. Vice versa, if I set up lots of training schedules for goalkeepers, that number would rise also. Determination, determine how determined I am to succeed. So if I am, I don't know, if I started at Newcastle as I have done now, and now 6 months down the line I then decide to take on the Bristol Rovers job, for example, maybe not as determined as a player or manager who's going the other way, Bristol Rovers to Newcastle. Judging player ability, judging player potential, both obviously self-explanatory. So if I was signing lots of players that ended up having a high CA, current ability, that first figure would rise from 8. if I were to sign lots of players that the game considered to be wonder kids, high potential ability, young players that have a high scout rating, then that potential number would rise. Onto the other side. Level of discipline 8. So if I am constantly finding my players for being booked or sent off or not turning up for training, that number would rise from 8. If I don't bother, it may stay at 8, may even drop. Man management. Again, probably quite self-explanatory. If I am able to keep all my players on side, keep them happy, then that number will rise. If I can't, if I've got a massively unhappy squad due to what I've done as a manager or players in the squad causing friction, then that number will drop. Motivating, slightly difficult one, but this one is probably more about if I make specific substitutions in a game and turn the game around, come back from a 1-0 deficit and win 2-1, 3-1 or more, that motivating will rise, because I would have then, looking at it in the real world, motivated my players to turn up their performance and win the game. Tactical knowledge, so that is a little bit of knowing the right formations to play for the players that you have at your disposal. So if you've got a squad of no wingers, don't go and play wingers, don't play a 4-5-1 or a 3-5-2. If you've got only 2 centre-backs, don't play 3 at the back, that kind of thing, yeah? So the game will know that you're playing players incorrectly as such. And then obviously working with youngsters, if you have an active reserve squad, and I know a lot of people don't just put the players they don't want in their reserves, they put young players in their reserves to blood them, give them game time. If you put some young players in your first team, then that working with youngsters stat will rise. Coaching style again is a random one, so it could be general, could be fitness, any of the options that are available for that. So there it is, that is the manager attributes screen. Once again, just to tell you, it's available through a patch in either Nick's Patcher or the starter kit from John Betts. Both are available from champman0102.net. Also, once again, please do like this video, subscribe to the channel for more, share with CMO102 players you know, and do comment on the videos to let me know other things that you might want to be seeing. Thanks guys, let's keep keeping the game alive.